Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of the ADHD Goals podcast. We've got another bite-sized episode for you from the ADHD Glossary, which can be found on my website, which is adhdgoals.co. Today, we are looking at a core trait of ADHD that is probably familiar to a lot of us, which is impulsivity. So, impulsivity in ADHD often shows up as quick actions or decisions made without fully considering the consequences. It's a behavior that can impact several areas of life, from interrupting others in conversations to making snap financial decisions that might not be the best in the long term. For many of us, it's a challenging aspect of ADHD, leading to situations where we act before thinking, which can strain relationships or result in risky choices. So let's break down some of the ways impulsivity might appear. First, there's difficulty delaying gratification, that tendency to go for an immediate reward instead of waiting for something better down the line. Then there's acting without thinking, where we might blurt out comments or jump into tasks without a plan, sometimes to our own detriment. There's also emotional impulsivity, which might show up as reacting strongly to minor frustrations without pausing to process our feelings. Impulsivity can even lead to risky behaviors like overspending, driving too fast, or engaging in activities without considering potential safety issues. For many, it also causes social challenges. Frequent interruptions or dominating conversations can lead to misunderstandings with others. So why does impulsivity happen in ADHD? It comes down to the brain function, specifically the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for impulse control and planning. For people with ADHD, differences in this area can make it difficult to pause before acting, resulting in impulsive behavior that feels out of their control. Now let's talk about some ways that we can manage impulsivity in daily life. Number 1, behavioral therapy. Techniques from cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help you develop strategies to slow down your responses and improve impulse control. Therapy can also help with self-monitoring and setting goals to reduce impulsivity over time. 2, we have mindfulness and pause strategies. Practicing mindfulness can help build the habit of taking a pause before reacting, helping you make more intentional choices. Even just a few seconds of deep breathing can make a big difference. Number 3, structured routines. Having clear, consistent routines can help reduce impulsive decisions. When there's a plan in place, it's easier to avoid spur-of-the-moment actions. Number 4, medication. For some, ADHD medications can balance neurotransmitters and improve impulse control, making it easier to manage behavior in everyday life. Number 5, accountability systems. Working with a coach, a friend, or family member who can check in on your progress or remind you to think things through can be incredibly helpful for managing impulsivity. Impulsivity is a significant part of the ADHD experience, and while it can create challenges, there are ways to manage it. With practice, support, and the right strategies, it's possible to make more mindful decisions that align with your long-term goals. So that's it for today's episode on impulsivity and ADHD. If you'd like to learn more about this topic or any other ADHD-related terms, be sure to check out the glossary on my website, and the link is in the show notes. Thanks for joining me on this journey of understanding. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and share it with someone who you think might benefit. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts or suggestions for future episodes. So feel free to reach out on the website or connect with me on social media. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time. Well, there we have it. Thank you so much for listening this far. If you want to hear more episodes, then please subscribe on YouTube or whatever podcast platform you use. It really helps to spread the word. So if you know anyone this episode could help, then please share it with your friends. If you want to follow me on social media, I am on Instagram at ADHD_goals, and you can find me on Facebook too. If you want to get in touch with the show, then you can email me at hello@adhdgoals.co. And finally, if you're struggling to manage your ADHD and you would like me to be your coach, then please head over to my website and get in touch. Until next time, bye for now.